Good morning, people.
What's going on, guys? We're back after a very lackluster weekend of fights, but you can always count on us. We're still going to be here for you.
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, when Caleb Plant fights, is that even considered a fight?
Pause. I got a few notes, a few little housekeeping things I want to do before we get to the Plant match. Shout out to the R-rated superstar for winning the Royal Rumble last night.
In 2021.
Dude, how old is he now? 46?
47.
Amazing. I'm so happy, man. That's like our childhood. Christian showed up, Kane showed up. I only saw the ending, but I'm happy that he won it.
And you got Goldberg opening the show. It's a weird time.
Dude, Goldberg, the man was so tired. Like you could tell he's like, yo, I got 4 minutes, man. I got 4 minutes. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, the guy's in ridiculous shape though.
Yeah, for 54, he ain't playing around.
That's scary. It's scary. But shout out to Drew McIntyre, your boy.
No, that big Scottish bastard. Get out of here, bro. Take your little kilt and get out of here.
All right, now on to the somewhat real stuff, what we call Caleb Plant.
Dude, it's Caleb Plant. Caleb Truax. So both of them are Caleb's. So get it right.
Caleb Plant. Happy?
And please be better at your job. This is all we do. We come on Monday. We watch the fights. You could have at least watched the recap, so I had somebody to talk to about this.
Wait, you come on Monday?
You're nasty.
I come on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What's going on with your health? No, I'm just kidding. That was dirty.
We're getting down votes for that. We're getting down. Okay, so you didn't catch the highlights. You didn't catch anything?
No, not of this fight. I honestly forgot about it.
So it went the way I thought it was going to go. Caleb Plant outboxed him. I didn't see any new wrinkles. I want to see him try to come forward. He did not come forward. Even after 7 or 8 rounds of him peppering Caleb Truax, just damaging him, busting his face up. He had his nose broken and everything. He refused to come forward. He only fights off the back foot. I didn't see any improvements in punching power. His defense was still there. His hand speed and technical boxing, we always knew was there. But he did look susceptible to the overhand right. You got hit with 6 or 7 clean overhand rights by Caleb Truax. If he wasn't as diminished, it might have been more effective. But what are your thoughts on Caleb Plant moving forward in the light heavyweight division? Sorry, super middleweight division.
You kind of got to do him and Canelo.
Yeah, okay, but we have Canelo and Yildirim coming up, and then Canelo
Which is a joke.
That is, but people are giving Canelo a hard time for Yildirim, but it's still better than Caleb Truax.
Yeah, that's true.
So, everyone's giving Canelo a hard time. There's 3 champions of the division. Billy Joe Saunders, Alvarez, and Caleb Plant. The only one that's not a unification fight is Canelo Alvarez.
They could do Plant versus Saunders, and then that would make for an undefeated, 2 undefeated guys could be a draw, and then you'd have the winner fight Canelo, right?
Right. But the only thing about that is there's an agreement if Canelo beats Yildirim, he's already signed to fight Billy Joe. It's pretty much done.
Wow. Damn boxing, eh?
But that makes me think, why isn't David Benavidez fighting Caleb Plant?
I was just about to say, where's Benavidez been at? But we'll figure that one out. We'll have to see. But I think, you're probably going to get Benavidez versus Plant.
It's just disappointing. This is boxing doing boxing things. We have, don't get me wrong, Truax is better than the guy he's been fighting. But that's not a title defense. We can't have that as a title. We need better. We need better from the sport.
Back in the day, it would have been better.
Okay, so moving on, we have the UFC Overeem versus Volkov. We're going to start off with Michael Johnson taking on Clay Guida.
Give us a little backstory about your love for Michael Johnson back in the day.
Man, I still love Michael Johnson. It's just disappointing. So this is back on when it was on Fox. I remember turning on a prelim and I saw this guy and I was like, yo, bro, Brady, this guy's throwing hands. And then you're like, yeah,
against Joe Lozon.
That's who it was. And you're like, yeah, man, Michael Johnson's got some skills. And I looked him up. And I saw his record was a little bit dicey, but he was he went to the Black Zillions. He was changing his career over, and he was having good performances. He beat Joe Lozon,
Melvin Gillard, Edson Barboza,
Dustin Poirier in there, Tony Ferguson.
That's insane.
And then he beat Beneil Dariush, and he got robbed. They gave it to Beneil Dariush, and ever since then it's just been downhill.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, he's beaten Tony and he knocked out Poirier in the lightweight division, which they always seem to forget. Like they always say, like they totally wiped that off his career.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They just forget about that. But when Michael Johnson is on, even in his last fight against that Brazilian dude, he looked good. He was winning the round. He was winning the fight against Moises. He was winning the fight, and then he just brain fart and he got like ankle locked or something.
Well, he was losing. He was losing to, or he was beating Josh Emmett, and then he got knocked out bad. He was beating Darren Elkins, I think, and he lost bad. Like he wins and then he loses.
So I mean, Clay Guida is, he's gonna set a pace. He's gonna come hard. He's gonna be in your face. Michael Johnson should win this fight.
He should if he uses his feet and his footwork and he uses his head movement and he boxes them. But you know what? He has a. I just can't go with Johnson right now. I'm going Clay Guida with decision. He should win, but Clay Guida is going to win.
Are we putting a bet up on this one?
I think we'll do a whole $5.
I'll put 5 on it. All right, so we're rolling on to the main event of the prelim. The main card, we start off with Diego Ferreira taking on Beneil Dariush. Speak of the devil. That's a good fight.
Ferreira's supposed to be really a good up-and-comer. And people forget that he's like 35 years old. He's coming off the Pettis win. But he's been stopped by like Jorge Masvidal and good names. I think he lost to Poirier, if I'm correct. So he's lost to good guys, but he's beaten a decent over-the-hill fighter. He has some hype around him. I think Beneil's on a different level right now than Ferreira. He's going to get that upset win. I just think Beneil is better all around, and except even on the ground maybe.
Yeah, I think Beneil's better everywhere. He's definitely better in the hands. Diego is a BJJ guy, but Beneil can roll, man. Beneil's a good guy.
I mean.
If you look at what Dariush has been doing last year, he knocked out Druckard close in one of the best knockouts of the year. And then he beat Scott Holtzman by first round knockout as well. So he's hot. He's hot. I think Beneil Dariush is going to knock him out, to be honest.
Upset too. I might put some money on that fight.
Is he the dog?
He should be the underdog.
That's a good one to look at. Okay. We're moving on. We got Cody Stamann taking on Andre Ewell.
Andre, take this in. Andre has a win over Renan Barão.
But is that late in Renan Barão's career?
It's late in his career, but I'm just showing you that everyone beat Renan Barão, and it's sad. But this should be a walk in the park. This should be Stamann just winning a 30-27 unanimous decision.
Yeah, I mean, Ewell got knocked up by Marlon Vera back in 2019. Stamann's I think he's just a better all-around fighter. I think Stamann will get it done. Like, neither of these guys, in my opinion, are really going to ever be anything more than a preliminary fighter. But I think Stamann's younger, and I think he's a little bit better, well-rounded.
He's a guy who will always be in the top 15 for a while, but never in the top 5.
Right. Okay, rolling on. We got the fight that me and you are both looking forward to a lot. Alexandre Pantoja taking on Manel Kape. And, hey, Manel Kape is the underdog.
Is he?
Yes, he's a plus 150, I believe.
Alexander is like ranked number 5 in the division, I think, though.
He's had wars with Moreno, who he beat, and then he had a war with Figueiredo, who he lost to. He's fought everybody.
Yeah. Still, I think like he's coming off a big knockout loss. I think Manel Kape just destroys him. Second round knockout, maybe.
I was looking at both their highlights. They both have a nasty overhand right. They both like to catch kicks versus striking. I think Manel Kape's just a little more explosive. He hits a little bit harder. I think Manel Kape knocks him on the first round.
I think it's second round. Manel Kape gets and he's going to be close to a title shot, winning number 5. It's not a thick division, and I think he is the one to beat Davison Figueiredo in the future.
Do you think Kape's gonna have a problem making weight? Because I don't think he ever fought at 125 before. At least not in Rizin.
He was 135 in Rizin.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. It's different there, so.
He's gonna be huge for that weight division too.
Yeah, he's gonna be a big boy.
Okay, rolling on. We got Marion Renault taking on Macy Chiasson. Hard next for me. I'm out on this one.
Yeah, I'm out already. I hit the ring bell. Peace.
Now this is a scrap. Corey the Sandman Sandhagen taking on the answer, Frankie Edgar. I know that's your boy, but what do you think is going to happen?
if it was, I don't know. I keep going back and forth. I don't see. The thing is, Frankie's not as durable as he once was.
Right.
He used to take a massive shot. I do see if he can mix in his wrestling, and get Sandhagen down. That's what he needs to do to win. I do
Oh,
have
yeah.
Frankie winning a split decision.
Ooh, okay. Here's my thing with that. Frankie's 39 now. I mean, he's still the way the man trains. He's in amazing shape. I don't think 39 is going to be a problem. I don't think that's the issue. But stylistically, he couldn't take down Pedro Munoz, who he's a stronger striker than Corey Sandhagen, but he doesn't have the range control that Corey Sandhagen has.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be hard for him to get in on Sandhagen to get him on the fence and take him down. I think it's just gonna be 2-1 probably. Unanimous decision for Sandman.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Sandman even took out Edgar quick, but
I
I
don't
do
want
have
to.
Frankie by split.
Okay. And then we roll on to the main event, the Demolition Man, Alistair Overeem taking on Alexander Volkov. Before we break this one down, I just want to note something. These two dudes' records are insane. Reem 47-18 and 1 no contest, and then Volkov 32-8. When do you see dudes with that kind of fight, that many fights in MMA?
Yeah, it's insane. And Overeem's been fighting the best. Volkov not so much. He's not he's been fighting for a while. But Overeem has been fighting Vitor Belfort back in the Pride days.
3 fights we're doomed, man.
It's insane. I think this is a tailor-made fight for Overeem to win.
I completely agree. I don't see an area that Volkov is better than Reem. Maybe he's slightly more durable, but he's been knocked out before too.
That's what I mean. I feel with Volkov, Overeem doesn't have to worry about getting knocked out as much compared to Curtis Blades or Francis Ngannou, anyone who's been knocked out before. If he's taken shots if he's been in the ring with Rosenstrike for at least 5 rounds till the end, he's not going to get knocked out by Volkov, in my opinion. But that being said, he is the most chinny person in the UFC history. I think he should be able to stop him in the 3rd round.
He's not as chinny as Luke Rockhold, but
this is going to be looking like watch Overeem versus Stefan Struve. Overeem does great against bigger guys because he takes him down. He seems to go to a wrestling game plan.
I mean, he's taller, but Reem is a lot stronger and a lot bigger.
That's what I mean. So watch Overeem versus Struve, and it's going to look similar to what he did to Struve.
Yeah, I see Overeem putting him on the fence and just breaking him down with elbows and knees, and eventually he'll take him to the ground and then finish him ground and pound. Honestly, I think 3rd round ground and pound KO.
That's what I agree with.
Yeah.
He's going to work the body a lot, too.
Yeah, and I bet money on Reem because Reem's the underdog as well, which is crazy.
What?
Yeah. There's some
Volkov's
good.
only beat Greg Hardy lately.
Huh?
Said Volkov has only beat Greg Hardy lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's it. And Reem's coming off of, I think he's on a 2-fight streak.
And Walt Harris.
Yeah. So Reem beat Walt Harris and Augusto Sakai in his 2 recent bouts. And then we have Volkov is coming in off of wins against...
1 win against...
Walt Harris, and then he lost to Blades.
Yeah, which everyone loses to Blades except Ngannou.
Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much it for the card. We had a couple topics we want to cover. What do you think about the Ryan Garcia-Manny Pacquiao fight being announced that it might be an exhibition?
Horrible. What is this, going on Thriller?
So here's my thing with that. You're 2 professional boxers.
Mm-hmm.
How can you go back to having amateur fights? Like, it's not like some Triller event where you have a 50-year-old coming out of retirement or a YouTuber taking on a basketball player. You're 2 fighters that are maybe he's not the best of his game, but he's still very elite.
He's almost pound for pound still, if he still is pound for pound.
I don't know. I just think it's a weird thing. And then he's been so inactive. He hasn't fought since the Thurman fight at the end of 2019 there, or whatever it was. He's been his title got taken away. He got stripped.
Yeah, this week.
I kind of get it though, man. 18 months is a long time to not fight.
Yeah, it's pretty insane, especially at his age. I think he was holding out for that Conor fight, in my opinion.
Oh, 100% he was, yeah.
And I think now I would like to see the fight happen for real. Shouldn't be an exhibition though.
I was interested in the fight. I was like, I didn't see a better fight for Manny Pacquiao than the Ryan Garcia fight because you're still getting that celebrity appeal that you're getting from the Conor McGregor situation.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite an equivalent, but very similar. Like Ryan Garcia's got a huge fan base, and then it's a very winnable fight. And then that's one of those wins that will age well. Once Ryan Garcia starts beating these top guys 3, 4, 5 years from now, you're gonna look back and be like, wow, Manny Pacquiao is a win over that guy. That's just a win that's gonna just age well. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I just think it's a joke if it's an exhibition.
I agree. I don't want to see if it's exhibition.
No.
Last topic we got for you guys. Casey Kenny was
Yeah, it was Casey Kenny.
Was on Sean O'Malley's podcast with his buddy. I don't know his buddy's name, and they asked Casey Kenny if you would sleep with Megan Anderson. I mean, if you want to have that conversation, why don't you have it before or after the podcast? Like, there's no reason for that to be broadcast. Like, what if you and I had a female or had a guest on? We started asking questions like that.
It's really disrespectful knowing where he works.
Dude, I don't know, man. I can see the UFC doing something about it. They have like an agreement where you can't disrespect other athletes like that. So he could be cut for it. I don't think it's gonna happen, but he could be.
He might get a fine. We don't know yet.
Megan wasn't happy about it. She took to Twitter and said, "Wow, I have coworkers that can degrade me like that." And his response was what made it even worse.
What did he say?
He said, "No, I wouldn't unless it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. She was like the only option."
Are you serious?
Basically, that's the gist of what he was saying. And I was like, dude, you're just mad that you're a midget and she's taller than you. Like, get out of here, bro.
That's horrible. That is horrible.
I didn't like it at all. But I hope he gets taught a lesson by Dominic Cruz, which I think is a horrible. I think it's a bad fight for him.
Yeah, I think Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
And we'll mention that we would like to shout out to James Vick, who lost 5 in a row.
4 by
Did
first.
You see the stoppage?
Oh, buddy. Ooh.
He got dummied. But is that everything for today, Michelle?
How dare you? How dare you? If you haven't yet, go take a look at our Will Brooks, Sam Stout, and Houston Alexander interviews. They're doing well, and they're all very good quality. Some of the best ones I think we've done. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's everything for this weekend. Check out the interviews. We appreciate your time.
All right, we're out.
Well.